Cornwall to kick down the slope in the first half here at the Memorial Ground. The ball just fell off the tee there, but it's now back on the tee, and referee Adam Williams signals for us to get underway. And Burns has only just picked the kickoff up there. Jordan Burns playing in the halves this afternoon, normally a fullback, is wearing number 1 on the back of his Workington Town jumper. The visitors looking for 3 consecutive wins. Cornwall without a victory since they defeated Newcastle on the first Sunday in June. The merry whistleblower, Mr. Williams, just telling Matty Henson to hold on. He's now ready, and Workington are back underway and powering into Cornwall's 10-metre zone. They're just outside. Henson onto Stevenson. Powerful run, powerful try. And it's the opener for Workington Town. Right under the sticks. And it's the lock for Jack Stevenson. Carl Forber turned that. Stevenson trying to a 6-point score. Brown will get things back underway. Hadfield. Oh, that was the voice of Harry Aronson, I think. Wow. The ultimate act of gamesmanship from Harry Aronson. It worked once earlier in the season. In a game against North Wales Crusaders, he shouted "leave it," and Patrick Arvan let the ball run dead. Lightning has struck twice for Harry Aronson, and Henry Hadfield has let the ball go into touch, thinking it was a call from one of his own teammates. And Cornwall have an instant chance to strike back with Kane Demet 8 metres from the Workington line. The visitors are back on their line. Luke Collins imploring the referee to tell Workington to get on with things. Here's Black, here's Brown. That little dab forward looking for Aronson. Oh, Hadfield's fumbled it. Brown scored, I think. Brown has scored. Yes, he has. Well, Henry Hadfield has had a nightmare 30 seconds. He let the kickoff go out into touch after mistakenly thinking one of his teammates had said leave it, when in fact it was Harry Aronson. Brown's dab through was then fumbled by the Workington winger. Brown picks up, and he has bagged his 11th try of the season. Demet, Lloyd and Collins make that tackle, but Workington are knocking on the Cornwall door. Henson, or Key's gone round the back of Stevenson. That's going to be chalked off, surely. No, it's not. The referee has given the try. Well, that looked for all money like an obstruction. Jack Stevenson got in the way of the Cornwall defenders, and the Chuffs are remonstrating with the referee Adam Williams. He's having none of it. Cameron Brown still arguing the case for Cornwall. Well, that looked like a clear and obvious case of obstruction there. It was a lovely reverse pass from Henson, but Key clearly ran round the back of Stevenson, but the referee thinks otherwise, and Workington have their second try of the game. Lloyd and Collins are getting through. A lot of work in this opening half. There's the interchange. Chris Bannister in there as well. The referee's ruled 6 again. I think he's judged that Bannister didn't roll away from the ruck quick enough, and Workington are on the charge forward with big Brad Brennan, who started off the season at Rochdale, made the move to Derwent Park a few weeks ago, and Workington are charging forward. That's a brilliant offload and a brilliant run from the Maltese international Zarin Galea. Well, he joined the club just before the game against Cornwall in Cumbria back in April, and he's made a real impact on this game with a fine try underneath the post. Well, you would think this will be the last set for either side. As we approach half-time, Punchard onto Conroy. Did he fumble that? Workington appeal. Referee says play on. Bailey Black's got Cornwall to over halfway. Now, what can the Chuffs produce just before half-time? Here's Conroy onto Ashton. Oh, Ashton's been hit high by Brennan. Oh, he's definitely been hit high by Bradley. The referee agrees. Workington had 2 bites of the cherry. Brennan was high and Bradley was high. There's a penalty for Cornwall. Sam Wickets, the Cornwall physio, comes on just to see if Ashton's okay. And surely the Chuffs will opt to kick for goal here, with it being so close to the half-time interval. Brown is 0 from 1 so far this afternoon. 40 metres out, bang in front with this attempt. It looks like he's struck it well, but it's hit the steelwork. Now where's this ball going to bounce? Has Nicol got his hands on it? No, he hasn't. Well, if ever a passage of play summed up 40 minutes of rugby league, that was it. Brown's attempted penalty struck the upright. It bounced down almost into the arms of Kobe Nicol, but he couldn't gather and knock the ball on, and the referee, Adam Williams, brings the opening 40 minutes to an end. Workington Town lead by 18 points to 4. They've scored 3 tries through Jack Stevenson, a fortunate effort from JJ Key, and then some individual brilliance from fullback Zarin Galea. Cameron Brown with Cornwall's only try, but the Chuffs are behind after 40 minutes here at the Memorial Ground. There often comes a time in a game where you feel that the next try is going to be crucial, and I think we're at that stage as Tomo Clark, the giant Samoan prop, takes Cornwall to over halfway. Conroy in at dummy half. Will he scoot away? No, he's still going. He's running across. That's a lovely ball. Wheatman through a huge hole in the Workington defence. He had Aronson, who was too far out wide to support. Oh, Brown! The pass from Wheatman. But Brown was just a little bit too quick for the Cornwall captain. The ball has gone to ground. And was that the chance for the Chuffs to get a foothold back in this game? Last tackle for Workington. Brennan will play the ball. Oh, Bradley's over. That's a brilliant try. Great opportunist play there from Jake Bradley. He went one way, then the other. There was a gap in the Cornwall defence, and Workington have their first points of this second half. A 20-point lead for Workington now. You would think they're home and hose, but Cornwall, certainly in that game against Midlands Hurricanes in May, battle back to claim victory when perhaps it seemed like a lost cause, and here will be a chance for the home side after Workington have made a real mess of the restart. They did so in the first half as well, when Hadfield was fooled by Harry Aronson's call of leave it. And that time the ball was not dead, so Workington will have to drop out from underneath their own sticks, and Brown fields the ball onto Clark. Clark attracts 4 men to him, but Grant Reid is the last man in and finishes the Samoan off. But Cornwall look to lay a good platform to attack here. Here's Luke Collins, who, due to that injury to Harry Boots, he only played for 17 minutes and then was forced off with a back problem. Collins is playing out of position at lock forward. That was another strong carry from Clark. There's a Workington man down in backfield, but we play on. The referee's just glanced over. Will he stop play? No, Cornwall will play on. They're only 5 metres away from the line. Conroy goes to dummy. Well, he pinched one, scooting over from dummy half in the fixture at Derwent Park in April. Workington have wised up to Conroy's ability to snipe over from dummy half, and it's Collins on to Demek. Punchard. Cornwall have got an overlap if they can get it. Brilliant pass from Brown. Callum Abbott. That's a popular try, if ever you see one. Callum Abbott. What a week for the winger. He announced yesterday that him and his girlfriend Beth are expecting their first child. He has capped it off with a first try in Cornwall colours. Brilliant play from the Chuffs. They work the overlap wide. Brown's looping pass, and Abbott's in at the corner. And have Cornwall got the hint of a comeback? Cornwall on the front foot once more. Has that Callum Abbott try just put some doubt into the mind of the visiting players? Cornwall on the front foot again. Aronson's going to pick up and score. He has scored. Lovely dab through from Brown, but no, the referee has ruled a knock on. Aronson's shaking his head. Brown reluctant to give the ball back to Burns. Was that a try? It looked tight, but the referee says knock on, and Workington survive. Last tackle, Workington close to the Cornwall line. Will they go to run it? Yes, that's exactly what they've done, and that's Grant Reid. Well, we've seen that once, twice, 3 times this afternoon. A ball back on the inside and a big man running onto it, powering his way over the line. Is that the try that finally breaks Cornwall's brave resistance? They've been the better side in this second half, but Workington have hit them with 2 sucker punches. Bradley's trying, and that one from the interchange, Reid, will surely see the points head back up to the northwest. Collins and Wheatman make the tackle for Cornwall on Burns. Oh, and Tyler Walton. Now Walton, I think he's led with an elbow there. Yeah, the merry flag wavers come straight onto the pitch. Kobe Nichols involved. Workington have picked the ball up and think they're away, but some pushing and shoving has now broken out between both sides. Looks like Kane DeMeck is the Cornwall player that's been on the receiving end of that. I think Tyler Walton has led with his elbow there. Whether it was intentional or not, only he knows. But the former Newcastle man who spent some time on loan with Cornwall last year, played 1 game, a defeat away at Hunslet. I think he's in trouble. The referee has called Tyler Walton out. He's reaching into his back pocket. What colour will the card be? He's talking to the prop forward first. Into his back pocket he goes, and it's yellow. A yellow card for Tyler Walton. Well, he definitely led with the elbow. The only thing that saved him is the referee and the 2 assistants must have felt that it was accidental rather than deliberate. Quite ironic cheers of there's only one Tyler Walton from the Workington fans. Could have seriously injured Kane DeMeck there. But as I say, the referee has obviously ruled that it was unintentional. And after spending some time in Walton's company last year, he doesn't seem the type of player that would go out to injure an opponent, so perhaps the referee has in fact got that one right and it was just accidental. But Walton will spend the next 10 minutes in the sin bin. Will he spend the rest of the game in the sin bin? Workington will finish a man light. Workington trying to finish with a flourish, but the ball's gone to ground and Cornwall will have a scrum and the siren goes, but Brown's dabbed through. One for Aronson to chase. Got ahead of Hadfield. Oh, McNicholas has pulled him down without the ball. Surely that should be a penalty to Cornwall, but it's play on. Or the referee was going to give a penalty there, but he's said play on again. Black's pass has touched the hand of a man in a blue shirt, and Brennan races through, and some great football skills and an even better celebration, but it's all in vain, Brad, as the referee has brought an end to proceedings. Well, a little bit of a farcical end of the game there. Cornwall surely should have had a penalty. Aronson tackle without the ball. But come the final reckoning, it wouldn't have made any difference to the scoreline. It would have been a mere consolation for the Chuffs had Aronson gone through. They've been defeated here at the Memorial Ground by Workington this afternoon. 5 tries from the visitors, 3 in the first half. The game was won and probably lost for Cornwall in the first half. The second half, a much tighter affair. Cornwall played much, much better and perhaps deserved far more than their 4 points which they gained from Callum Abbott's first try in a Cornwall shirt. Workington, that's 3 wins on the bounce for them. They strengthen their playoff push. For Cornwall, making that end of season shake-up now seems a real long shot. Full time here at the Memorial Ground in Betfred League 1. This round 17 clash has finished. Cornwall RLFC 8, Workington Town 30.